Legislator Jacobs.
Yes, I just want to say one thing as legislators. If we're going to do research on something, and we want to send out a letter or an email to our individual legislators explaining what we found out, that's one thing. But believe me, I've been around here, this is my 17th year. You cannot make statements on the floor and not expect to allow debate. That's what a legislature is all about. It can't be that what the statement we make is therefore sacred and we cannot have any debate on that statement. I'm saying it's good to share it with us if you find out something and leave it to us if we want to.
Judy, I absolutely agree with you, but when an accusation is made, last meeting, and then Legislator Gonzalez undertakes to find out from the sheriff what happened, and she reports back what the sheriff said is happening at the jail, not what she's saying is happening, what the sheriff said is happening at the jail, and the response is, you're wrong. With
right.
No paperwork, no backup, no facts,
Excuse me, give me 1 second. I want to say something to you. I am not saying who's right or who's wrong. I am saying to you that as president of the union, John is telling us his understanding of what happened. The sheriff is telling us his understanding. The debate is really between those two understandings, not between us. But once you bring it on the floor, whether it's in a hearing or a statement you're making, you have to allow debate. There's no such thing as that.
May I speak? Legislator Jacobs.
Yes.
I was commissioned to go and find out what happened. Okay? Now, it's my job, he made an accusation or allegation, I should say, at the prior legislative meeting, and I said I would ask the sheriff to give me his side of the story. And today I presented his side of the story. And that's what I'm sharing with you. All right? And so therefore, I am not going to debate what the sheriff told me and think that he was telling me untruths. I am certainly not in that position to make that judgment. And it's not my job, and that's not the county executive. It's between them and the union.
I would say that the sheriff should speak for himself. I think when the Public Safety Committee meets, it would be advisable if this is a situation that's that serious to have a hearing on it. But I'm saying we have to be up, and we have to say that if we are trying to paraphrase something that's been said to us. That's all I'm saying. And it's your understanding this is what the sheriff said, and I don't doubt you. I think the bottom line is we have to be open then for debate. And if we're not, then it should be done on the floor of the legislature.
Then I should not have been asked to, I should not have volunteered to find out the information and report back to you.
Well, first, I just want to thank Legislator Gonzalez.
Legislator Abraham.
Sorry, but not repeated, properly recognized. First, I want to thank Legislator Gonzalez, Deputy Legislator Gonzalez, for doing the yeoman's work of trying to find out this research. I mean, obviously, I think with the administration, and I think that's why it's important that we have an independent body, such as Mr. Chalmers' office. We should look into this matter a little bit more deeper now that we have the information, the response from the administration, which is good. And we also have the statements that are being made by Mr. Duranzik. There is no reason why this legislature should let it stop there. We should continue to do our research and do our homework to make sure we have the proper and the most appropriate responses. And I would also request that, if possible, being that this does require some budgetary matters, that we get Mr. Chalmers involved, that can probably take a look into it. I don't see any reason why we would have the Office of Management and Budget Review, the Office of Management and Budget, or would be involved as well, to make sure we get to the bottom of it. But I think the initial work being done by the Legislator's office is good, but I think we need to go even a little bit further so that the position of the union as well as the position of the administration vis-a-vis through the Sheriff's Office can get it hammered out. Obviously what Mr. Duranzik has told us about is being disputed by the sheriff. So basically, you have two arguments that are being pitted together, and the best way to get resolution is to go to an independent source and an independent body, and that's where, with your assistance, Mr. Schmidt, I think we should engage in having Mr. Chalmers be involved in this process.